and west as well. So it's been a very active day across the Tennessee Valley, and it doesn't look like things are going to wind down at least until 8 o'clock. But now we're still watching out these storms that are in portions of Middle Tennessee ramping back up. So we're going to track those out to make sure they're not going to become severe as they roll through the Tennessee Valley a little bit later on. But again, the main concern is the severe thunderstorm warning and tornado warning. So tornado warning still in effect for portions of northern DeKalb County. You can see that flashing red polygon right here. So we're going to zoom into that one more time. Check out the shear, see what's going on. Again, you see these light green shades. That's the most likely area for that rotation and the potential for a tornado on the ground. So we'll circle that out for you. Again, just off to the north of Ider. This will be shifting across that Alabama-Georgia line here within, I would say, the next 10 to 15 minutes. So you can see that heading in the general direction of I-59 near the Cloudland Canyon area, just off to the south of Trenton. So I'm looking once again, we had that wall cloud report near Schrader and Highway 71 around 4:50 Central Time, or that would have been 4:50 Eastern Time, so 3:50 Central. And that is now pushed off to the east. So this will be crossing over the Georgia state line. So we'll see if they keep the tornado warning in effect. But for now, if you're in that flashing red box south of Shiloh, really across in northern DeKalb County, if you live along County Road 811, 146, down into 159, certainly need to pay close attention to this, because that area of rotation is now close to Beulah, into Old Blevins Mill, Deerhead Cove. These are the areas that you really need to watch closely. So we'll put a hail swath on this. No hail with this storm. The main concern is, of course, some of that rotation that we're seeing. I'll kind of look at the base velocity. Again, not seeing anything too clear there. But again, this is a potentially dangerous situation. We had a lot of rotation earlier in this storm. You could see off to the west into portions of Jackson County. But again, this is starting to move out of Jackson County and into northern Georgia. So right now, if you're in Jackson County, things are looking a lot better. So we're going to track this out using our fast track tools. This storm will be, again, we're going to kind of put it at the main area of rotation and push that into North Georgia. So if you're in any of these communities, and we'll pause that so you can kind of get a good reading on that, Cloverdale, Rising Fawn, Amos Hill, this storm with potential rotation is moving in your direction. So again, you got the tornado warning into that northern part of Jackson County and northern DeKalb County, about to switch over and move into Georgia. So that'll be pushing across the time zone as well. So that'll be 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Central Time. And it looks like, again, no confirmed tornado with this, but there was a funnel cloud reported in the Flat Rock area. So that was about 3 minutes ago. And again, this is coming from the Jackson County EMA. I'm reading our National Weather Service chat. So we'll kind of zoom in and see if we can find that area. Again, that is going to be right along that State Route 75. So very strong storm here. A lot of rotation still. You can see some of those light greens there. That indicates winds moving away and towards the radar. And a lot of times you'll have that low level rotation, which can drop a wall cloud, a funnel cloud, and a tornado can eventually touch down as well. So again, tornado warning still in effect for northern DeKalb County. And Jackson County, again, the main rotation is moved out of Jackson County, so I do want to reiterate that. If you're in Jackson County, you can kind of breathe a sigh of relief, but still communities in North DeKalb County and southern Dade, the ones that really need to be on the lookout, because this severe thunderstorm warning was issued for portions of Dade and Walker County. So I'll read that out again. That should be from the Peachtree City office. Again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for central Walker and southern Dade. And this is a severe thunderstorm located near Ider, 11 miles southwest of Trenton, moving to the east at 30 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Again, it does look like the tornado warning is still in effect, so we will track all this out for you. And I'm about to get out of this. All right, so we'll put a storm track on this for you. Again, still a lot of rotation showing up with this storm, just off to, we'll call that to the east of Ider, near Gancross Road, Old Blevins Mill, and that's all moving towards rising fawn. So I'm going to circle this and then I'll come on screen and kind of show you what I'm talking about. All right, so again, we have this area rotation moving just off to the north of Gann Crossroads, Old Blevins Mill. So if you know people in this area, check on them, make sure they're okay. Again, if you're in this flashing red box in that northern part of DeKalb County, please find your storm safe place. This is a potentially dangerous situation. Find an interior room or closet. If you have a basement, that would be fantastic. And if you don't have a basement, again, one of those interior rooms, be sure to put either a mattress over your head or a helmet or just something sturdy because this is a very strong storm with radar indicated rotation. So we don't have a confirmed tornado on the ground, but we have several reports of a wall cloud and a funnel cloud near the Flat Rock community, and that was just about 5 minutes ago. And earlier near Schrader, we had a wall cloud that was trying to drop a funnel as well. So again, very dangerous situation. There could be a tornado potentially touching the ground at any point in the evolution of this storm. And if you're in that southern portion of Dade County, just north of Amos Mill, along, it looks like County Highway, I believe that's 230, but regardless, rising fawn area, Cloudland Canyon, Plum Nelly, south of Cedar Hill, any of these areas, please, please, please be careful. Have your storm safe place. Make sure your family's in a safe location as well. Stay away from windows. Find that interior room or closet. And again, this is going to be moving into southern Dade County. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Dade and Walker counties, and the tornado warning is still in effect for that northern sliver of DeKalb County. Now, again, like I mentioned earlier, Jackson County, you're now in the clear. That tornado warning has been expired for Jackson County, which is good news, but still in effect for DeKalb County for the next 10 to 15 minutes as the storm starts to shift across the Alabama state line into portions of northwest Georgia. So again, I want to reiterate this, tornado warning in effect for northern DeKalb, but if you're in southern Dade or central Walker, you need to pay close attention to this because there's a lot of radar indicated rotation coming through this area that's going to be moving right across portions of North Georgia, including Interstate 59. So we're going to continue to track this out. I'm going to step off screen really quickly and see if there are any updates from the National Weather Service. Again, you can see this now crossing over the Alabama state line, and it does look like the tornado warning has been allowed to continue for these areas in northern. Okay, so yes, tornado warning is continued for northern DeKalb County, and that'll go for, it looks like, the next 15 minutes or so as this pushes across. So as we zoom out one more time just to see what else is going on here across the Tennessee Valley, we do have some stronger storms. I can hear some rain here in Chattanooga. Nothing severe in our southeast Tennessee communities. The main concern, of course, is into southern Dade for now, and then central Walker. So if you're in that flashing yellow polygon, you need to pay close attention. That is a severe thunderstorm warning. But of course, we have that tornado warning off to the west. So there's still a lot of rotation with this line of storms, which indicates that there is the potential for a brief spin-up tornado at any point in this storm evolution until it really starts to weaken. So again, interior room, closet, be sure to cover your head. If you have a basement, that would be great. Make sure your family knows where to go. Stay away from windows. Don't try to film this storm because we have had a few reports of a funnel cloud dropping down, and that was in the Flat Rock area, and that was about 7 to 8 minutes ago at this point. So we'll zoom into this area, and Flat Rock is in Jackson County in this area. So we'll kind of speed this through for you. Again, we've had reports of rotation throughout the evolution of the storm in Schrader, Flat Rock. We had a wall cloud in the Schrader area, a funnel cloud trying to drop in Flat Rock, but of course Jackson County is now cleared from this storm and it is moving right across the the Georgia state line. So DeKalb County, within the next 5 minutes, you will likely be cleared from this tornado warning, but still, if you're right along the Georgia, Alabama state line, and we're going to continue again to track this out until the tornado warning has been allowed to expire. It does look like the rotation has weakened to a degree using our shear rate here at Local 3 Studios, but still that drive from Trenton all the way to the Alabama state line still is going to be a little dangerous at this point just because of the heavy rain and that rotation. So we are watching this area moving into North Georgia now. Southern Dade County, please find your storm safe place. Although you may not be in an active tornado warning, we're still tracking this tornado warned storm across DeKalb County. So this is moving across state lines now. I'm going to see if there's any updates. No current updates on this storm. So we'll stay with you until the tornado warning, of course, is allowed to expire. But still a dangerous situation potentially in that northern section of DeKalb County. You can see that triangular red flashing box. That's where the tornado warning is. And that is now pushing out of Jackson County. So if there is any rotation left behind from this storm, it is going to be in southern Dade County. And as we take a look at that, we'll zoom in. These light green shades that you're seeing here on our shear rate, that indicates some very strong winds. I'm going to pause that. So any rotation now is out of DeKalb County. It's out of northeast Alabama. But rising fawn along Highway 197 into Plum Nelly, Cedar Hill, Stewart Town, these are the areas that really need to be in the storm safe place now, because there's still a lot of rotation with the storm despite it only being a severe thunderstorm warning for northwest Georgia. So go ahead and find that interior room or closet, cover your head, basement. Again, I know it's a little repetitive, but we just want to keep you safe here at Local 3 News. We want to make sure you're in your safe spot, because this tornado warning is going to continue to push into northwest Georgia. So, we'll track this out. We'll put a storm track on it for you. And again, you can see the main storm is now moving out of North Alabama. So the tornado warning should be allowed to expire. It'll be interesting to see if they consider or continue it into northern portions of Georgia, but we'll see if there's any updates on this. And it looks like the tornado warning was allowed to expire for DeKalb County. This is just in the last minute. So for now, we'll continue to track this out for a second, and then we'll send it to break. But I do want to reiterate, tornado warning has been allowed to expire. However, with that being said, there's still a little bit of rotation showing up. Even though there's not an active tornado warning for southern Dade County, if you're in Cedar Hill, Plum Nelly, Rising Hill, Amos Mill, or just off to the north of Cedar Grove, you still need to pay very close attention to this. And same goes for those who are in Lafayette, Chickamauga, because this storm will be pushing off in your direction here within the next 15 to 20 minutes. But like I mentioned earlier, the tornado warning has been allowed to expire. If another warning is issued for northwest Georgia, we will come back and give you the latest. But now we're going to toss